Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about what I'm doing to prepare for tomorrow's update, because remember, the seasonal event does roll in tomorrow. We're also getting a new high rank combat zone, but before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over are the price changes in some regions. So if you do live in the following countries: Singapore, Malaysia, Turkey, Colombia, South Africa, as well as Argentina, make sure to actually check the cash shop, because prices have changed there to accommodate for inflation. Personally, I think all the prices kind of went up is what I'm kind of judging. However, let me know in the comment section below if you do live in any of these countries, and has the prices actually gone up or have they gone down? But with that out of the way, the next thing I want to go over are all of the new things that are rolling in tomorrow's update. So the big thing is, of course, we are getting another seasonal event. As you can see over here, Halloween 2023. So it's going to be Halloween themed. But more importantly is, of course, we are getting our event lady back. So she has a ton of items for us to exchange for our seasonal points. So you're going to be farming a ton in combat zones. You're going to be farming a ton in exploration zones and just doing stuff to get a bunch of seasonal points so that you can buy out the shop. Now, on top of that, we are also getting a Halloween 2023 special scratch in order to get a bunch of free cosmetic items, which is pretty nice. We are, of course, getting seasonal weapons again. So yeah, if you are planning to do any PSC farming, these are pretty much the best in slot, unless you are really maxed out with like a Tisha weapon or a Veshmel weapon. But these seasonal weapons, they've always been super overpowered against seasonal enemies, and it just so happens, well, all of the enemies in limited time quest as well as in combat zones are seasonal enemies. And as I said earlier, we are getting the Halloween 2023 special scratch, which means we can actually get all of these nice looking weapon camos, and you know, it's just something to look forward. Free goodies, I'm not complaining. Next up is a new limited time urgent quest. So finally we're getting an urgent quest that is different. It is VR-ish again, so it's nothing too special aesthetically. However, the mechanics for this urgent quest itself sounds pretty interesting. You got to switch to like specific bullets in order to hurt specific targets. So when you see the enemy is a red colored one, you need to switch to the red bullets. If they're blue, you need to switch to the blue bullets, so forth and so on. But when this quest comes out, I'll definitely test it out and make a short guide on it or something. But it definitely seems pretty interesting. It's a new concept, at least. However, it doesn't end there. We are also getting Duel Quest Phase 3. So a lot of people have been talking about some new capsules that you'll be able to craft. We're gonna have to wait and see, but this guy looks pretty dang awesome. It's like some it's not Barlodos, unfortunately, but it's like a sea serpent looking thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to fighting this boss. However, I'm gonna need to get all of my phase 3 capsules, and we're gonna need to see where we can obtain them. Hopefully we can obtain them a little bit more easier than usual, because well, you know, these prices might go up. That is actually a business opportunity. So for people who are just getting into the game and you don't care about Duel Quest, but you want to make money, you might want to sell all of your Duel Quest Phase 3 capsules early so that you can make quite a bit of money, especially the one that gives you crit rate, like the Plutos one. Usually those go for quite a bit of money. So yeah, you guys could definitely take advantage of that. Now, if you do complete the Duel Quest Phase 3, there are a bunch of titles as well as new vital gauges so that you can obtain them. However, on top of that, they did sneak in this little update right here. Other updates: new items added to the item lab under exchange augment capsule. So definitely check this out the moment the servers come back up, because well, we're gonna need to see what new augments they added. Next up is the most important one for me personally, because I do farm a lot of combat sectors. So we are getting a new rank in Makee lower level, so I'm definitely going to be checking this out. However, it does say and more over here, so we are going to need to check if Al Noth also gets an update or not. If not, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to be farming in Makee lower levels for eternity, and hopefully we get a bunch of goodies over here. Now, something I forgot to mention in my pre-maintenance checklist is the mission pass is ending, so make sure that you actually complete your mission pass before season 25 kicks in after the maintenance. We're also getting a bunch of build parts of schools and nightclubs motifs reminiscent of PSO2, so that is nice, because in the base game there were pretty awesome, so I'm glad to see them finally being reintroduced into NGS. And last but not least is of course the Spriggan collaboration, so we get a bunch of login bonuses, just log in and get all of these star gems as well as these build parts. And then of course we do have the AC scratch itself, so if you do want any of these cosmetic items, you'll be able to pick them up here. Now since I know I'm going to be spending the majority of the time farming in PSE combat zones, I need to do some preparations. And the biggest preparation I need to do is I'm actually going to need to farm teams in exploration zones because I am in dire need of crisp Tem meat. As you can see here, I'm fine with all of the other ingredients, however crisp Tem meat, I am absolutely out of these. I actually farmed a buttload of the crisp Tem meat during the Retem days, and I never had to farm any meat until now. So that's pretty much like a year and a half where I did not need to farm any crisp Tem meat. However, unfortunately, I have finally ran out, so I am going to need to farm a bunch more. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today and tomorrow before the servers go down, is literally just farm a bunch of crisp Tem meat so that the moment the servers come back up, I have all of my food supplies ready to go and I can just eat my food and go straight into PSE combat zone and just farm like crazy. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.